So last weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and as we have done for many years, on Memorial Day weekend we go for a hike, and that's what I did this year. I went up Mount Victoria the day after I didn't get drunk at Chantal's going away party, and I had a very good time. It was quite fun. I took Eeyore, not Money Bunny, for Grandpa, and I explored a bit up there. I met a couple of people from Colorado. I was wearing my Powell shirt. That was funny. Because I was walking by and they mentioned Portland, and I turned around and showed them my shirt. It's like, what a remarkable coincidence that is. And I saw the most beautiful black lab, and it made me miss Pippin a lot. You can't go on. It's hard to go on a hike without a dog, and it's really hard. I mean, it's hard to go on a hike without another person, but it's harder to go without a dog. So I look forward to being able to walk with a Pip when I get home, and with people, of course. I could have found somebody, I'm sure. Actually, no, I couldn't, because most of my friends were still hungover. Well, Chantal was still hungover. She'd be the one I'd ask if I go hiking. Nico would be working. Oh, who knows what Tyler would be doing, and the front row people will have other lives. So, yeah. So I went alone, and it was fun, and it was a very lovely hill, and I took many good pictures, and I had lunch up on the hill, and took a quick sleep. Well, not really a sleep, but something similar to a sleep, in that I lay down there for a while and just looked up at the trees, played with my camera a bit, and then I came home, and it was lots of fun. I think I've already mentioned the fact that I helped out with one of Uncle Wilbert's dance competitions up in Kapiti, the Kapiti Coast something or other competition. I'm not sure what it was, but it was really fun. And I was doing the certificates with Mary, and so there was a lot of typing and organizing and such involved. And so when it came time to organize the most recent competition, the Nationals, Uncle Wilbert said that I was available to help, and so I got put in charge of the certificates. My name's on the program and everything. I'm in charge of certificates. Of course, they spelled my name incorrectly, but which I find very amusing because they spelled Uncle Wilbert's name correctly. It's the same name, and they left out an O in mine. No, it was an S. I don't remember. But anyway, they left out one of the O's or the S's, as people tend to do. But, so I spent the weekend sitting at a computer, typing many names, many names. And it was a lot of fun, actually. It was the kind of stress that I enjoy. Manageable stress that was limited to a certain quantity of items. Uncle Wilbert, on the other hand, had a lot of stress that was not limited and it was not manageable. But the people who were participating in the event thought it was a lot of fun, and they really enjoyed it, and it was a great comp. And the studio, George's studio, did very well. He said that he stopped counting out of 300 and something events. He stopped counting at 250 that the studio, people from the studio had gotten first place in. And I can concur with that, because lots of people I know, I typed many names that I happen to know. Especially Tracy Nichols and Damien. Yeah, Tracy and Damien, they won a lot. Like a ton. And Chloe won 11 out of her 12 events. And Malcolm Cree and Christina Lett did very well. And Alexi Varahos and Jessica Lett did very well. And all the others did very well. And I very much enjoyed Mike Campbell and Joe Malin dancing. And I'm just remembering these names because I typed them over and over again. So it was a lot of fun. And there was lots of chocolate and food. And I was there for over 20 hours. We got there about 9 o'clock, I think. No, maybe it was about 10 o'clock on Saturday. Somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock on Saturday. And didn't leave until about 10 on Saturday night. So we were there for 12 hours that day. And then we were there from about 8 until about 4 in the afternoon. Which is 5, and it was about 3 in the afternoon, somewhere in there. So, another 11. So we were there for about 20 hours, maybe even more than 20 hours, at a dance competition with very amazing music that I would love to rob of George. I would give many things to go through George's music collection and steal lots of music. But yes, we were there for over 20 hours, and I danced not once. I didn't dance at all. I mean, I can dance. And I know how, and I know what dances go with these songs, and I know how to do them. But I didn't dance once because I was confined to the stupid computer the entire time, which, like I said, was fun and I enjoyed it. And we did very well in the typing department, and we got through them all, and we were all very excited when we were finished. But not once did I type. No, dance, I mean. Not once did I dance. It was, unless of course you count while I was waiting for things to print. So I didn't want to move on to the next event until I had finished printing off the next one, and I would finish second and third place, typing up and sending to print in second and third place while the printer was still printing first. So I would sit there and dance in my seat a little bit, and occasionally when I was organizing the certificates on the table, I'd do a little samba or cha-cha or something like that, but other than that, nothing. I did not have time to dance one time. I was very disappointed, but it was still a lot of fun, and I very much enjoyed it, and as did everybody else. Uncle Wilbert had a little bit of an adrenaline crash this week, and his system went no, and so he's sick right now. But we did all enjoy it, even if there were technical difficulties with the tablets, and Karen was very stressed when he was having technical difficulties. But it was a lot of fun, and we much enjoyed it, and I would definitely help again if I was here, but I sadly will not be. So they'll have to find another typist, such as Judy, who was helping me, or Keith, who was helping me. But I will not be there, so